You make your money when you buy in real estate. So having that in-house is a big deal. And if you're going to move into a market and you're going to buy a property, what's the next thing you're probably going to want to do here?
You got to renovate it.
You're probably going to want to make it nice. So let's talk to the renovations team with William. What's William's last name, GC?
Bergsteiner.
Bergsteiner. That's a great last name. He sounds like a left tackle. All right.
The renovations team at J.W.B is responsible for all of our in-house construction projects. That includes renovations for J.W.B, as well as renovations for our clients and property turns. Our biggest impact to our investors is really going to lie with the property turn side of our business. We're very cognizant of the fact that every dollar that we spend, as well as the duration of the property turn, is going to have a direct impact on the ROI of the property. We're always looking at the balancing act to determine where the time and money truly needs to be spent in an attempt to minimize the effects of the turnover on the returns of the property, as well as also ensuring that we're providing a safe and clean home for our residents to live in. Two of the biggest metrics that we track on the construction team at J.W.B is the average duration as well as the average cost of your property turn. We're very aware of the fact that those are two things that are going to have a huge impact directly on the return on investment for the property. Historically, we averaged between about 17 to 18 days to complete a property turn. In the past 2 to 3 years, we've put a really large emphasis and focus on finding better ways to do things. And I'm really proud to say that the teams work together. We've gotten that down to about 10 and a half to 11 days. So we really try to take the mindset of 1 day sooner. So the quicker I can get your property turn in and out, get it back on the market, get it rented, the quicker that you're going to have a cash flowing and performing asset.
Look at that.
Is that what you typically hear from a construction guy?
No.
No.
Normally I'm hearing from construction guys about how much longer it's going to take.
Yeah, right.
Not how many days we can take off.
I heard, return on investment at least 5 or 6 times. I heard, 1 day sooner. I heard metrics. It's hard to actually know if you're getting better if you don't track things. But William is a supervisor on our renovations team. And so he leads the team. And this mentality is what drives continuous improvement, which at the end of the day, it drives value for you. It's not always about driving the lowest cost, right? It's about driving value. Many times we want that to be a low cost, but we want to make sure that it comes in as low as possible for days as well, because ultimately we're here to drive a return on investment. It's a wonderful way of a leader like William. And you want to talk about consistency here? William's been on the team for 6 years as well. KJ's on the team for 11 years. It's one of the themes you're going to see with different teammates here is just the longevity of our growth with them.
Yeah. A couple of things I want to point out there is number one, it's the value of having this teammate in-house also means that you get this access to purchasing power, right? Like the network that KJ was talking about, your network of subcontractors as a contractor is a giant thing, right? And if you're only hiring out construction teams and you're going to the network of a network, whereas you guys have your own direct network that you spend money with every single month. And second, I thought it was interesting that he talked about, are we really picking the right things, right? Like it's one thing to reduce upfront cost, and it's one thing to reduce turn time, but reminds me of the course. You guys have done a lot of work on figuring out what are the right materials that maximize tenant stay and reduce maintenance cost, meaning you look for durable materials that are easy to clean and easy to replace without having to replace the whole thing. And I think that's another big advantage of what you would want in your teammate that's doing renovations.
100%. So much value created by William and the renovations team and the new construction team that our clients get to experience.
Love that.